Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. Today we're reviewing the Evolv Zenist shoe. Now there's a men's and a women's or low volume version, and Teresa is doing that video. To check it out, there's a link in the cards or a link down below in the description. So this is the Evolv Zenist, and this is an Evolv sponsored video, but don't worry, my opinions are my own and I will be giving you my honest review of this shoe. Now before we get started, let's check out some tech specs. There are men and women's versions of this shoe, the women's being low volume. It's aimed at indoor bouldering and competitions with a soft and sensitive design. 4.2mm of Trax SAS rubber is on the sole of the shoe. The Zenist has an aggressive, downturned profile. There is a split midsole, and that's meant to provide rigidity without sacrificing sensitivity. The synthetic upper means the shoe shouldn't stretch too much during its lifespan. A single Velcro strip ensures an adjustable fit. So this is the Zenist, and it's aimed for that indoor market and you competition climbers out there. It's incredibly soft and therefore sensitive, and you can see when I manipulate the rubber just how bendy it is. It's by far the softest shoe of this category that I've ever had to use. Now the main takeaways for me is the pure simplicity of it. There's no ultra techie add-ons or 3D molded bits. The rubber just allows you to focus on the holds you're standing on and therefore use them in the best way. Now this sensitivity means it's great for standing on or running on volumes, but the rubber also wraps around little nubbins, which means edging moves can actually be achieved. Now I like the styling of this shoe. This two-tone colour pattern really fits with the understated and no-nonsense approach of the Zenist. This shoe is very comfortable, and that's surprising for something so high performance and aggressive. Sizing wise, I'm a UK 9 street shoe, and this is an 8.5, so down by half. My toes are scrunched up in the end, but that does allow me to put lots of power down into the toe box. Inside the shoe is unlined, but it has a seamless design, therefore there aren't any bits that are going to snag. The tongue is padded and breathable, no complaints there, it feels fantastic on the top of your foot. Now Evolv aimed this shoe mainly for indoor climbing, but I have taken mine outside and I have been impressed with how they feel on actual rock. For overhanging boulders or smeary moves, they feel powerful and reliable. Let's chat about some of the features. Now the heel has very thin rubber on it, and this takes a while to get used to because you can feel every tiny roll of the rock or plastic. However, if you trust it and use that softness to your advantage by pressing it into the rock, it will stick. It's actually quite difficult to go back to other shoes. I was trying this AA boulder with a very marginal heel hook. Tried it initially in the Zenith, fell off it, blamed the shoe, tried another shoe, and I couldn't ever make that move stick again. There's something about the heel that if you work with it, if you trust it, it will be good for you. With the toe patch, I could have done with a little bit more protection. It's very thin, and I understand why they've done that, but if you're climbing outside a lot on sharp rock, it does feel like it might just rip away. I don't think this is a real issue, but if you are some kind of a toe hook fanatic, it might be worth considering something a bit more beefy. So why did I title this episode My Last Indoor Climbing Shoe? Well, it's hard to see another shoe in this same soft category that would do anything better than the Zenist. It's sensitive but durable, with 4.2mm of rubber in some places. It fits like a glove and will handle anything I have to throw at it. And for €130 roundabout on the EpicTV shop, it's reasonably priced for something this high end. So what kind of a climber should buy this shoe? Well, it's not really an outside sport climbing shoe. It's not the best at edging and it's not that supportive, but if you keep it for indoor climbing, it just does everything almost perfectly. The Zenist out of the box will work for 90% of indoor climbers, and that for me is why it impresses. Now there's links below if you want to check this out, but now we're going to head over to Teresa. Just click on the video next to us in YouTube or the card to see the women's or low volume version of this shoe.